I had a question come up about drawing a character running 3/4, or maybe it was walking. At any rate, I had made up this character years and years ago. I think when I created him, I called him Swat Cat, but that was a long, long time ago. I saw a little scene that I thought I should animate where he's running up to camera. And what I did was I drew this one first, and then I backtracked down here to this step here. And I just kind of matched up his feet to where they might be. This is how I would lay out a scene. Do all the poses on one sheet of paper, make your adjustments here, and then you can start doing your actual layout drawings. So having done that with this very simplistic character, which is a cat carrying a gun, I then went back and started to draw a little bit more clearly the drawings of him running up to camera. So here's the first one based on that pose there. And I just put a sheet of clean paper over it and started to trace it and put in the details, as you can see there. So I drew his face clearly and his feet and arms and legs and everything. And then I put down this one to do an in-between drawing of how he would go down as he's running and then come up. And how those drawings is like this. There's 1, 2, 3. And then I did this drawing, which is again an in-between drawing because his foot comes down and he sinks down a bit. And then I started to do this drawing, which is a continuation from the last ones. So it goes here, here, and then he comes up. His leg comes forward. So you figure out the leg positions. Now, I'm not making it exactly like that rough layout I did. There was no reason where his feet had to actually be right where I drew them. So I didn't worry about that. And I just draw lightly with this pencil. There's no need to get really heavy-handed as you're doing these types of drawings. And then his fur comes down like this, under his chin. And let's look at the drawing just before this, where his arm is like that. So this arm would go back just a little bit, carrying that gun. Maybe we could lower his hand down a little bit like this. His arm probably would come down more like that, which would lower the gun. I'm doing this to show you that you are allowed to erase. The gun might turn a little bit more towards camera. Put his tongue down there and then fill in here. So now we have that drawing, this one, and this one. And I'll just do one more to show you. So the next drawing would be, I can't see through all those pages. 1, 2, 3. So now we want to show him the cushion down. As he gets closer to camera, he gets a little bit bigger. And this leg has to come up because he's going to have that leg go out as he's running. We can turn this leg a bit towards us even. And his arm can go up a little. Maybe we can have his arm this way and down here. And then his cheek around here. His ear. And maybe we want to put this leg back a little bit instead of up there. Put it back here. So now here's how it looks here, here. Just run it up to camera there. If your drawing gets a little bit confusing, just go over with a darker pencil. These are just your rough drawings anyway. You're the one that's going to be doing the heavy lifting cleanup on this. And that's more or less the idea of getting someone to run or walk to camera. So give it a try and see what you come up with. And until next time, keep drawing.